What's up, humans, and welcome to a new Psicoactivo. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. Thank you for your support on yesterday's video. This is a topic that I find very, very interesting, and I'm going to continue to cover to the extent where I can, because I know it's a difficult one. I know that a lot of people have different and mixed feelings about it, and I understand. I find it interesting and I want to look into it, so I am. But today's topic is different. As you guys know, I like to cover a wide range of topics. Yesterday I spoke about those ancient gods and all that, which is lore to me. I'm going to continue covering it. But I also think that this effort from members of the military who have been looking at these objects for many years and used to live under stigma now are finally feeling like they're being heard and listened to. And that's why I have people like Lembo Logan or Mr. Jeff Nucitelli or Dr. John Blitch or Robert Salas, people that went through these experiences and they've been ignored for the longest time. And now, every time that somebody comes forward with reporting one of these stories, it is helping those who are maybe afraid of coming forward. And one of the reasons for being afraid for some of them was that many of them are still active in active duty and they don't want to jeopardize their career. Or some of them are also on disability, stuff like that. And the thing is that it's just recently, just like last week, right after Skywatcher released episode 2, Jeremy Corbell and George Knapp were on the Weaponized podcast, and they presented a video of a Tic Tac UFO. And although I know it's like the same video, basically from the one in 2004 from the Nimitz, it's basically the same type of video. There's people that I know that are not happy with that because it's 2025 and there should be better footage. And some of them even have like the worst opinion on what disclosure should be. But I don't know, it just doesn't seem that black and white. So yeah, I am going to support when any military officer comes forward and tells their story. They deserve to be heard. And whoever puts people who like risk their lives for their country in doubt, shame on you. I don't think that's okay. So with that said, this Tic Tac video that Jeremy Corbell released last week has one of the witnesses attached to it. And the thing is, this witness is from the U.S. Navy. And I'm not sure if before any active military officer has come forward, this would be the first time. And we have Jeremy Corbell and George Knapp to thank for that.
Watching this light emerge from the water at a distance and then go into the air with a solid light, no blinking or anything, I've never noticed that and witnessed that ever in my life. That's kind of what triggered me to go back to my instruments, check it out, talk with the watch team and ask them, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Let's use other sensors. Let's use what we got to see what we're witnessing.
Did you see one of these craft come up out of the water or not out of the water?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So when I say that I saw this craft come out of the water, it's nighttime. So I want to be clear when I say what I saw a light, and it was a decently bright light. So when you've been on the water as long as I have, you know the difference between an aircraft carrier's lights, a difference between an oiler's lights, a fishing, a cargo ship. It's what we learn when we freshly come into the Navy, especially as an operations specialist. We have to learn silhouettes. We have to learn lighting structures, things of that nature. It's just part of what our job is. Being senior enlisted, it's become part of very basic elementary things that you have to know when doing your job. Kind of learning the basics first, and then, you know, applying what you experienced throughout your time, and then kind of coming up with your, you know, solution as what you're seeing. So watching this light emerge from the water at a distance and then go into the air with a solid light, no blinking or anything, I've never noticed that and witnessed that ever in my life. That's kind of what triggered me to go back to my instruments, check it out, talk with the watch team and ask them, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Let's use other sensors. Let's use what we got to see what we're witnessing. One thing I do want to add is that when I witnessed that, I wasn't feeling threatened. I didn't think, you know, the ship is going to get attacked. And why didn't I think that? Because multiple reasons. I'm not at a different level of ROE. I'm not postured in such a way off the coast of San Diego where we're receiving intel that there's a significant level threat, that we need to be at a higher threat level. None of this is happening, right? We're off the coast. We're doing workups. We're, you know, doing training, things of that nature. So nothing made me think that we need to, you know, trigger a higher level of threat warning. I indicated what I saw to the tactical action officer, the TAO, who's in charge of Combat Information Center, ICC-1. And it was just, let's do more investigating. Let's see what we're looking at. And that's why we got Sapphire to look in that direction and notice what we noticed.
So why is this important? And many of you are going to say, more stories. I want to see evidence. The evidence was the video. And this is a corroborating story of a person that was at the event. But Mr. Wiggins was also on the USS Omaha when the incursions in 2019, I think, happened. And that's also very significant because I think it was 2021. I'm not sure. But he was there for those incursions as well. And the important part of this is that this is the first time that an active duty Navy officer comes forward to tell his UFO story in the public. Whatever fear that a lot of these other people have is going to be tested after today, because this is the first time, to my knowledge, that an active duty officer comes out and tells a story. He was not representing the Navy, as he well said on that video. I'm going to leave the link in the description to the full episode. He was not representing the Navy. He was only representing himself, but he was talking about it because Corbell came out with the video from the incident in which he was there. He witnessed it. So this is a before and after kind of moment. And I hope that nothing happens to Officer Wiggins. 23 years is a long time. Someone with that level of experience shouldn't feel frightened or threaten their careers, at least, for coming forward and speaking their truth. I don't think. But time will tell what will happen, because this fear for not coming forward by active duty officers has an origin, right? So there are many stories that are told constantly, and things have changed recently. The stigma has receded thanks to all of these efforts that keep happening. But today was a milestone, and I think that it needs to be taken under account. And for me, I told you before that I've been approached by someone from the Navy who is afraid because they do have disability and they don't want to mess it up. I don't think that person is going to come forward soon or anything, but there are corroborating people from a different incident in a different carrier a few years ago. And I hope that whoever was on that carrier when that other incident happened, I'm digging actually, I hope that this video and this account from Officer Higgins makes them reevaluate, because I think that more people need to do this. And hopefully there are no retaliations of any kind against Wiggins. I don't think there will be. There shouldn't be. So now it's not the same time as before, when people were instantly sent to the psych ward for evaluation when they spoke about UFOs. Things are different now. And that film from Dan Farah, I think, is going to help even more breaking that stigma that, man, it's been there for so long. It's embarrassing. Wiggins also spoke about this event right after the video. He said that the type of sensors they were using, they stopped recording, but then when they zoomed out, they saw 4 different objects with that sensor. To the naked eye, they could only see 1, and that's 4 Tic Tacs, by the way. And then when they left all at the same time, really fast to the northeast. It was faster than anything he's ever seen. And they left like as if they were just one object, which was kind of interesting. But yeah, there were 4 of them, not 1. The video only caught 1, but there were 4. So yeah, here's another case. Thank you to Jeremy Corbell and George Knapp for bringing it to our attention. Thank you to Officer Wiggins for being brave and for speaking his truth, because he shouldn't be afraid of anything about his career for coming forward with this. And he says it in the video. He says that he's not afraid. He doesn't think that anything's going to happen. He's known everybody in the Navy in his unit for many, many years, and he has a great relationship with every one of them. It would be dumb to take any type of retaliation against him for coming forward. And the more, the better. The more come forward soon, the faster this stigma is gonna go away, I think. So if you are an active duty officer, you might want to wait a little bit to see what the reaction from this is. But if nothing happens to him and you have an experience that you want to share, I would advise you to come forward and share it, especially if you have supporting evidence, especially. But yeah, what do you think about this? What do you think about Officer Higgins being the first active duty officer that comes forward like this? To my knowledge, I could be wrong. You're going to correct me in the comments, of course. Let me know what you think, and let me know what you think about the stigma within the military. Do you think it's going to eventually go away completely, or do you think some of it is going to stay at least? Let me know in the comments. If you like the content you see, I'm going to ask you to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you can get notified when a new video drops. If you want to support the channel in any other way, pick a link in the description. You can become a member. You can support us on KGRA. Anything you decide to do is always appreciated. So thank you. And that's it for me today on this video, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember, stay inquisitive, stay curious. Bye-bye.